Right. Well, I think I'm all set and ready. Let's do this, shall we? Let's do this, my friends. I hope I'm... Yeah, there we go. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to part 2 of the Fighting Fantasy Fun Fest. You're right, Jeff. How's it going? It's gaming time. Oh, yeah. Cannot wait. Yeah, last week we were playing Mage Hunter after talking to the two Jameses who were developing a book, new book release. I was going to say Flight of the Necromancer again. Night of the Necromancer. Oh, Legion of the Necromancer. Yeah, so we had a chat, very long chat with them. And then we played Mage Hunter, which... very bizarre book, I found. And I don't know if it was because I was just absolutely tired or the book is weird, but we decided to take a break from it and come back to it today, which is exactly what we're going to do. So yeah, happy Sunday to everyone. Underwear of the Necromancer. Yeah, the dirty Necromancer's underpants. So yeah, we're going to continue in a minute. We don't need to roll for our character because obviously we've already done all the stats here. So we've got a skill of 5, which is no good. Stamina is 18 currently, and that's out of 22. Luck is 12. We haven't even used it yet, but we have a luck of 12. We have 5 meals, guys, today to chow down on. And the meals today are sponsored by Oreo. Look at that. Gingerbread Oreo. These taste like cinnamon. They're like Biscoff. They're fucking gorgeous. I'm having 2 for every 1 meal that you guys asked me to eat. And if we never get to eat these, I'm chowing on these after the stream. They're so gorgeous. They're like a Christmas special thing. So we got that. We don't have any money, it seems. There's nothing here in the money entry. I think we spent all our money. We do have 12 mirrors in our backpack for whatever reason. And we don't have a companion. But we've got like Book of Craft, Turban King or something written down. Amulets, Cal. All these words written down, which, if I remember correctly, means something. I don't remember what it is. Does anybody remember this book last week? So yeah. So obviously the next Fighting Fantasy will be on the 19th of October. Hang on a second. That's not right. I thought... Might have to do something about that. Hang on. I swear I'm on holiday end of October. And I thought I put it in my phone, but it doesn't seem to be there. So yeah, that's a bit weird. I thought it was the 18th sort of the week, but 20th, no. I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, so as far as I'm aware, it's the 19th, but it might change. And if it does, it'll be next week. So, yeah. So we got that. We're taking that to the bank. Let me get rid of my gum. Nobody wants to hear me slapping, chowing on chewing gum. So how is everybody this Sunday? What's everyone plans for the day? I'm gonna go to a meal after this, and then go to a casino, and it'll be the first time I've ever stepped foot in a casino. No holidays allowed until we complete a book successfully. We haven't completed one book, have we? Oh no, we've completed one book this year, I think. Don't ask me what title it was. I don't know which one. The one after this is the sequel to Vault of the Vampire. What's it called again? Rise of the Revenge of the Vampire. That's going to be the next book we go through, and that's a bit of a, that's a bit of a toughie and a really expensive book to buy if you want it, if you haven't got it already. That one's mega expensive. So, yeah. Trying to think what else. I'm still waiting to replace my lights so I can continue painting those models. So maybe just before Christmas, like the last stream of the year before Christmas, maybe we'll do like a painting stream where we go back to painting those models as a special, end of the year. Woohoo, it's 2025. I'm hoping as well, because those two developers that we talked to last week, they mentioned that they were going to send me an early copy of the book that they're releasing this December. So when that arrives, we'll have a look at it. We'll dive into it, and when they send it me, and we'll see what that's all about. That reminds me, rip. I forgot. Got to do it next week now. Shit. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and support their Kickstarter. It's starting soon, and sign up to get either the paperback or the hardcover. I'm going to get the one which is both. So I've got a hard copy and a soft copy, but in all honesty, if it's any different than the one they send me, I'll probably not even read those. Just keep them in mint condition, and then look forward to their next one, which I already kind of know what it's about, because they sent me their plan documentation for it. So I kind of already know what the second book is going to be. And I will say, the only thing I'll say, because I don't want to say anything that spoils it, but it's very different from the Necromancer book. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. So somebody's going mental with the emotes here. Thank you very much. It's well appreciated, whoever's doing that. So yeah, we don't need to build a character. We're going to get started soon. But one thing I fear is, because we're already into the book, that we could end up dying quite quickly. We're still going to instigate the 30-minute rule for the double sixes and double ones, but I kind of feel like this could be a very short stream, and I feel like that's kind of like shortchanging everyone. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That book will rock. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. The pictures are awesome for a first timer. Maybe it's the Necromancer guys going mental with the emotes. Honestly, I had a real great time talking to them. They seem like really on my wavelength. And obviously, like that, in that kind of conversation, I have edited and re-uploaded as a separate video, and actually put the artwork of the magazine they used to work on, the metal cover of it. And honestly, the fact that they work with, I was going to say Led Zeppelin then, but I've got Led Zeppelin in my head. What's the bloody band? Oh my God. Iron Maiden. The fact that it works with Iron Maiden, and like the artwork for Iron Maiden albums is just legendary. I've never really listened to the music. I'm not into that kind of heavy metal, but I have seen the artwork, and it is so cool. So, but yeah, I had a blast talking with them, and I definitely go for a beer with them one day and just nerd out all over the place, But yeah, hopefully what I was talking to them about was kind of getting to know them as well. I had a few questions that I wanted to ask that were more personal than sort of, hey, let's talk about your book release. I wanted to sort of open the onion of James and James, And there's a couple of questions you can ask people that really tells you what kind of person they are, you know, where they're coming from. And I always feel like movies, music, books, and artistry will tell you a lot. You know, when they tell you like their favorite movie or their favorite song or their favorite author, you really get a sense of their likes, you know, and what they don't talk about, their dislikes maybe. And yeah. Anyway, that's that. I have put everything back to normal. Yeah, okay. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, I'd say you one thing. I don't know if this is going to interest anybody in the slightest, by the way. But I came across a bag, and there's another bag somewhere down there. I don't know. It's got loads of. Oh, this ain't the bag. This isn't the one I was thinking of. There it is. You can see it. This is old shit. Hang on a sec. That's not the one I was thinking of. This is the one I was thinking of. Bloody hell. So, I don't know why I thought of this, but I thought it'd be a fun idea. So I got loads of pictures here, right? And my mom gave me loads of pictures, you know, that of me, you know, growing up. And obviously my time in America and all this, yada yada. And there's a lot of pictures in here which are pretty cool, I feel. Obviously it's my life, so I'm going to think it's pretty cool. But anyway, I thought I would do a video for YouTube, Adam in pictures or something, you know. So like, there's a picture of me opening for my birthday in 1980. Well, actually, it had to have been 1989, that, or 1988, one of the two. The NES for my I got the NES for my birthday back then, and it's a bit of a blurry picture, obviously, but you can see me, you know, looking at the one there. And I think maybe 3 or 4 years previously, here's a picture with my handwriting on it of opening my first skateboard. You know, this is a bit of a better quality. I don't know how much the camera though picks it up. It's not a very good camera, to be honest. I need to change the camera again. But the picture isn't actually blurry, but it's appearing blurry because... Oh, hang on, I know what I can do. Hang on, I can sort this out. You can actually... you'll see this in a lot better detail. This is where you start going, mate, we don't really give a shit about these pictures. What are you doing, man? Oh, you can't change the focus on this. Oh, that's weird. Well, how come it's not refocusing then? Yeah, I can't change the focus on this, but it's not actually refocusing. Must be a fixed focal length then camera. It should refocus, to be fair. I don't know. But anyway, there's me opening my skateboard with my handwriting down there, right? I think I was about 6 or 7, something like that. I don't know. Anyway. What was your first game with the NES? Well, obviously, it was one that came with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt as a 2-pack. That was the game that came with the console. But the first game that I remember buying or renting myself is Friday the 13th. There was a shop about an hour's walk away. And me and my sister would go to this, it was a video store at the end of the day, renting VHSs. And they also rent Nintendo NES games. And so I remember the first game I rented from them was Friday the 13th. And I think Mega Man was the first game I actually bought. Or it might have been Super Mario Brothers 2. Can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, yours was Zelda. You know what? It's a cool game, Zelda. I never really got into the whole Zelda world. You know, it was which is strange because I love fighting fantasy, and Zelda is very much in that kind of genre, isn't it? And the way that the NES game plays out is very much like a fighting fantasy book. So I'm surprised I didn't connect with it, but I guess I wasn't ready for fighting fantasy at the age of like 6 or 7, you know. But yeah, good times, the NES. I remember playing Top Gun. Fuck, That's the hardest flight sim in history. That is to land the plane on the aircraft carrier. Honestly, it was mental, that game. But yeah, good times with the NES. I still do have an NES. I've got what's called a Retron, I think it's called. So it's an NES, a Super NES, and a Mega Drive in one, I think, or a Master System. It's 5 consoles in one. So it must be an NES, a Super NES, a Master System, a Mega Drive. I don't know what the 5th one is. It's a 5 in 1. And it actually takes the cartridges as well. But I do have one cartridge, which has every NES game on it. It's a bit of a weird one, but you put it in the NES, and then you just choose from a list that you want to play. Or it might be a Mega Drive game, but anyway, I don't know, I can't remember. Top Gun, yeah. Landing sucked. Same here, mate, same here. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's the video that I'm thinking about doing. I'm not confirmed on it yet, but I just thought it might be fun to share some photos of me growing up. Mainly because, you know, when I croak it, at least my kids can sort of see where I came from and my upbringing. You know, that's the main reason for it. So yeah. Anyway, mouth's really dry. Have I finished my coffee? Actually, no, I haven't. Shit. More of a frappuccino now. That was made at 6 a.m. Tell you, the winds have been really bad here. Absolutely mad. Is it time for F's in the chat? Mate, maybe. I'm also, I may have to go answer the door today. There's a parcel I'm waiting on, right? Actually, let me tell you this story first, and then we'll play Mage Hunter. Don't judge me, okay? But I don't know how I'm going to actually say this. So, obviously, I like music. You know, if you follow my channel, you know Queen is my favorite band. You know, but also I do like, you know, a lot of other artists like ABBA, George Michael. You know, loads of artists. And I like Taylor Swift as well. I will admit, I like Taylor Swift music. And her new album came out on Friday, and it looks pretty cool. It's actually like the vinyl that she released is like got glitter all over it. It's orange and a little bit see-through, and it's really neat. And so I actually ordered it off Amazon, the vinyl. And because she's like done 4 different CD variants, I thought, well, I'll have one of the CDs, you know. So I've got a CD, but so I ordered the CD through HMV, and I ordered the vinyl through Amazon, and it was like a same-day delivery service. So I was going to get it Friday. I was like, cool, lovely. And obviously you can listen to the album on YouTube. All the videos of all the songs are up. So, you know, I have heard the album like 2 times over already. It's all right. Life of a Showgirl. It's all right, you know. Yeah, everyone's going, you like Taylor Swift, mate. But seriously, her songs are really catchy. Some of like Lavender Haze, Bewitched, really catchy. I do actually truly like them, you know. And I'll tell you how I got into it, right? She wrote a song called Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw, oh, this is a rip. I don't know why I've started to do this now. So, Tim McGraw is this guy here, right? He's a musician himself. He's a country western singer, but he was in 1883 as James Dutton, right? He's the dude with the beard here, and a really good actor, I will say that. And so she wrote a song and sang with him called Tim McGraw, and it's like a love letter to Tim McGraw. It's a little bit wish-washy. I mean, she wrote it when she was a teenager, and the music video is a little bit cheesy sometimes. But anyway, and so, no judgments from you. Thank you, yeah, exactly. You never judge people, you know. And so that kind of got me into her music. And then she's from the south of America. She's Tennessee, I think, or somewhere in the south area, which I can relate to, living in Texas. And so I thought, listen, and then got into it. And so, yeah, Amazon, right? Supposed to come on Friday. And I got a text on my phone to say, yo, we're going to deliver the parcel in a minute. Make sure you ain't got any dogs or anything, So I was like, yep, okay, no worries. Now, where I live, there is a gate that you have to access through. It's usually unlocked during the day, so you can just walk in. It's a walk-in gate, and obviously there is one for your car, which is you have to open it yourself. But the one that you walk in is unlocked during the day, but after a certain time, there's a magnetic lock. You need a key code. And I'll put all the details of that up on my Amazon account so they still can access after hours. But for some reason, the driver just got to the gate and went, nah, can't be bothered looking in the account to read the notes, to access in, to deliver the parcel. I'll just take it back to the depot. And so he took it back. And I'm like, fucking wanker. Literally, he was outside and he decided to take it back. So I contacted Amazon on the old, message chat, and they were like, oh, we're so sorry about this. It's not the way we want it to be. Jeff would be ashamed. So we'll make sure it's delivered to you tomorrow, okay? And I'm like, cool, thank you. Yep, that's all I want. I just want the vinyl, And so all day yesterday, on the tracking of my thingy, it said on the way, but it's running late. We're very sorry the delivery is late. We apologize for the inconvenience. And it never actually showed you the sort of out for delivery section. And I'm like, what, is it coming or what? It's like 6 o'clock at night now. And I'm thinking, I don't think it's coming today. So it suddenly changed at about 7 to say, it's going to be delivered before 10 p.m. tonight. And then it went delivery rescheduled. And I'm like, does that mean that delivery rescheduled for today, or that's delivery rescheduled for the next day now? This is yesterday. So again, contacted them on the thing, and every customer service agent just kept on hanging up on me. They kept on disconnecting, and another one would come in, and I was getting really agitated. I'm like, I just want the vinyl. And they were like, yeah, seems to be a bit of an issue here. We don't know why. We're very sorry, And then they said, would you like a refund, for all this trouble once you get your vinyl? And I said yes, but then they said, oh, well, sorry, we can't give you that now. It's too late. You answered too slowly. Hang on, you offered a refund and then you just whip it away. I'm like, this isn't right, and after the fifth customer service agent, I felt like I was Bonnie Blue, and it's like, this is an absolute shit show of customer service. It's not. I felt like I was stranded in the Amazon, to be honest. Anyway, they said we'll make sure we deliver it tonight, okay? And if it doesn't come tonight, tomorrow we'll give you a refund. I'm still waiting for it. It still says on the way but running late, and it still doesn't give me the out for delivery. It ain't gonna come today. But if it does, I'll have to run to get the door. That's why I started this whole thing anyway. So I don't think I'm gonna buy any music off Amazon ever again, because I've never had that much trouble with them, in the past. I remember one time they were meant to deliver something and they promised it for a certain day, so I took the day off work to wait in for it, and it never arrived. They gave it to me for free. They said, we're very sorry, you obviously have lost money out, so you can have it for free. I was like, wow. It was a big massive box set, costing about 70 quid that they let me off for it. I was like, wow, thank you. But this one, half the price, and it's just, yeah, I'll just not buy from Amazon Music, anymore. I'll just get it from HMV or something, a proper shop, I won't. I'm not supporting Jeff Bezos getting to the moon anymore. So, anyway, The sad thing is, another Amazon package arrived yesterday as a subscription reorder. Like, they delivered that all right. Like, I don't know why they didn't give him the vinyl to deliver to me, but anyway. I actually don't honestly believe they have it. I honestly believe that they've oversold their stock and they're waiting for it to come back in stock. You know, I honestly believe they've sold too many copies than they have in stock, and that's why it's just a shit show of a delivery. But anyway, who knows? Let's get on with Mage Hunter, shall we? So, Jonathan Green wrote this, didn't he? No, Paul Mason. Paul Mason, illustrated by Russ Nicholson. We are on a certain page. Can anybody remember anything what happened last week? I am not really... I don't think I can. But, where were we? Was we in a mountain or a cave, or... We just left the town, didn't we? I think. Jeff, mate, do you remember any of this from last week? Does anybody remember any of it? Great art. Yeah, the dragons are cool. Dragon attack. It's a dragon attack. Page. I need to go check the other I need to go watch the other stream first. Oh man, I honestly, yeah. I mean, I'll just start reading and we'll see what happens. Let me start the timer on this. I was going to queue up the timer to however long it was at, which we'll see a splash of it. When I activate the timer, it will show us how long we were up to. But then I realized I'm going to be blabbing before we start playing, and the timer's still going to be counting. There's no point in syncing up the timer. So here we go. I'm going to start the timer. Watch the top of the screen. You'll see how long we were up to. 2 hours and 46 minutes. 2 hours and 46 minutes. But that was that's just the book. It was a 4-hour stream last week. I left early. Oh, don't worry about checking the video, mate. Don't worry about checking the video. We're gonna get going. Here we go. I hope this stream lasts longer than 10 minutes. You know, we're already 40 minutes in, but 10 of that was waiting for the countdown. So it's a 30-minute stream so far. Anyway, here we go, guys. The journey lasts but a few minutes. So we're journeying, okay? We know that. We know that much, that we were journeying. Thanks to the carpet beneath you. Ah! Magic carpet ride. I remember singing Aladdin at the end of it, which YouTube nuked me for. A whole new world. Copyright. Like, yeah, we're on a magic carpet ride. I remember that now, yeah. Spell Singer's in. Just in time, mate. We're just getting going here. Something about a turbine. The Turbinator. I can't remember, mate. Thanks to the carpet beneath you and the clouds which surround you, you see nothing of the country over which you are traveling. Finally, you spiral downwards, landing gently on a flat roof in a large city. So we're in a city. And we're with somebody here. I covered our approach with the charm of invisibility. But if I remain here for any length of time, Mencius, that's the dude we're after, isn't it, Mencius? May detect me and flee, says Kasim. Kasim. Does anybody remember Kasim? I've got amnesia, you know. I don't remember a Kasim. Jeff, that was it, yeah. So I will wish you the luck of Hazza and depart. So he's buggering off. So saying he floats up in the air and once more, and he's gone. Carpet dwindles in the distance at an unbelievable speed. You rest a moment to steady your legs, then descend by some stone steps to the busy street down below. So we're in a city now, guys. We're in a bustling, you know, a bustling city, I think. Not in the woods, mate. The city. So we've got a picture here of the city. Looks pretty cool. That's the city there. Camera. And we're dead. And your adventure ends here. Right, the city comprises... hang on a sec. What's going on here? How come that's not really being registered? Can you guys hear the sounds of the village? Because on my OBS, it's like minus 50 decibels, even though I've whacked it up to like minus 20. You hear it, yeah? Okay. It just doesn't seem to be... I think something's up with OBS, you know. It doesn't seem to... The audio side of it just seems to be like really weird. It's faint, yeah. Well, I can hear it a lot more obviously clearly. You know, I've got like a separate volume control for me, but I'm having to really crank it. You know, let me turn this up here. Does that help? Ah, that okay. So the volume on the actual turn that. There we go. About minus 40 to 35. That's the way you want it. You should be able to hear that better. Yeah. So the VLC player volume was turned down for some reason. I don't know. Anyway. The city comprises a dazzling variety of buildings, most of which are unlike any you've seen before. Well, I mean, looks a bit like Port Blacksandish, although no, Citadel of Chaos buildings, or sorcery buildings. That's what they look like. The people show a similar variety, although hair and skin tend to be dark colored. There are people here of all heights and sizes, rich and poor, gentle and fierce looking. There are even some strange creatures who don't seem to be human at all. That's reminded me of something that I'll talk about once we die. I'm gonna write down the name before I forget, but I'm gonna look at that. I've written someone's name down on this book now. And I want to come back to that in the future and go, why have I written that person's name down? I'm going to talk about it at the end of the stream. It's a really interesting documentary I'm kind of watching at the moment. Honestly, unbelievable, basically. Anyway. They're rich and poor, gentle and fierce looking. There are even some strange creatures who don't seem to be human at all. All this variety doesn't make your task any easier. Do you have a ruby ring? We don't have a ruby ring, I'm afraid. If you haven't, but you do have a scar, or the word abandoned. We don't have a scar, and we don't have the word abandoned. Okay. Yeah. We've got an amulet, but it's not asking for that. I feel like we've missed out loads of this book. Have we missed out half the book or something? We haven't got half the stuff here that the book keeps asking for. We have Oreos. Yeah, Mage Hunter. We have gingerbread. You know, it's like, is that any good for you? So if you have 3 crosses marked on your adventure sheet and do not have the word home written there. Hang on, what the fuck? 3 crosses. No, we haven't got 3 crosses. And we don't have the word home written there. Cross off the word early. But we haven't even got the word early. Like, what the fuck? If you have 3 crosses marked on your adventure sheet, which we don't, and do not have the word home written there, which that's correct, we do not have the word home, cross off the word early, which also doesn't feature on our adventure sheet. I don't get all this, man. If you have the word fame underlined on the sheet, which we don't, if you have the word fame, but it is not underlined, which we don't, Underline it now. Well, we don't have the word fame, so I can't underline it, I'm afraid. I can bloody write it if you want, mate. If you have 5 or more crosses on your adventure sheet. We haven't got any crosses at all. Not a single cross. So, we've got mirrors, mate. We've got 12 mirrors. If you have 5 or more crosses on your adventure sheet, write down the word fame. So we can't write the word fame down because we haven't got any crosses. Otherwise, you should choose which of the following actions you wish to take. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actions, guys, we can choose from now. Mate, Paul Mason, man, must have been smoking a spliff, doing a line, and injecting heroin all at the same time. Like, this is a crazy book. This is nuts. Right, so the 7 options, guys. The first one is you can approach the authorities, but you must have the word Cal written down, which we do. We can do that. We can approach the authorities. The second one, and again, if you have Cal written down, you can make inquiries and hunt for clues, right? Or there is a third option if you have the word basic Cal, which we used to have basic Cal, but I got told to scrub off the word basic. We're like on advanced Cal or something, so I don't think we can choose the basic Cal one. So that's, so far we've still got 2 options here. And then it says just otherwise. Otherwise, that's an option. Otherwise what, mate? It sounds like a poll, mate. I don't think there is enough poll options to allow me to do this, okay? Now, the fourth option is you can look for a storyteller, but you must have Cal or basic Cal in order to do this. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's all, you know, we're just going through it at the moment. Fifth option is use mage hunting methods. And the 6th one is go to the market. We don't have any money, by the way. So we can go to the market. We can use mage hunting methods, okay? We can make inquiries and hunt for clues. Or we can do otherwise, whatever that means. And we can approach the authorities, okay? 5 things we can do. Approach the authorities, make inquiries or otherwise, look for a storyteller, use mage hunting methods, or go to the market. There you go. I like otherwise, sounds deadly. Jeff, are you saying let's choose the otherwise option? Let me show you these options. This is mental, man. I don't know how well you're going to be able to read. I don't think you can read that, can you? It doesn't, for some reason. I'm beginning to think the camera's focus or something was broken. Or it's a fixed one. Here, maybe this one. You can't really see that, can you? Yeah. Let's go for otherwise, yeah? It's an easy one. Your adventure ends here. It's almost impossible to understand the book. It's almost impossible to gain any useful information without being able to speak the language of these people. But you do attract considerable attention with your attempts. Finally, you wander the streets desolately, looking for something that may help you. It's no use. Note down the word fame on your adventure sheet. We've got the word fame, guys. Bit late now, isn't it? He already asked us for that before. If it's not there already... Oh, hang on, wait. Note down the word fame on your adventure sheet. If it is not there already, which it isn't, then mark a cross. What? So, okay, we haven't got the word fame, so we've also got to add a cross. So we got 1 cross and the word fame. We're in the club, you know? Oh, man. What is this? This is like And we're back to that same page we were at before. It's just put us back to that same page. It says if you have 3 crosses on your adventure sheet, which we don't. So if you have the word fame, but it is not underlined, underline it now. Okay, now we've got the word fame underlined. If you have 5 or more crosses, which we don't, otherwise you should choose one of the following. Approach the authorities, guys. We can approach the authorities. We can make inquiries and hunt for clues, or otherwise. We can look for a storyteller, use mage hunting methods, or go to the market. I mean, go to the market's kind of stupid. We haven't got any money, so there you go. We can use mage hunting methods, go to the market, look for a storyteller, otherwise, make inquiries and hunt for clues, or approach the authorities. Let's keep choosing otherwise till we get 5 crosses. I don't know if that's the way it'll work, mate. That seems like a cheat, that does, doesn't it? I don't think the book will recognize that. I reckon. I don't know. If that's what you want to do, you want me to go to otherwise, we're literally bouncing back and forth between 2 paragraphs. I might as well do the old 5-fingered trick. Is that what you want? No, authorities. Approach the authorities. Okay. We're going to go speak to the Kappas. You soon discover that the current ruler of Calamir is Asia Albadur. Her palace lies in the middle of the city, near an imposing statue of a woman carrying a sword in each hand. If you apply for an audience with Asia Albadur to warn her about the menace of Mencius, mark a cross on your adventure sheet. Is that what you want to do, guys? Do you want to go warn her about this menace? The other option is if you have the word bath on your adventure sheet, which we don't, so we can't do that. If you haven't, and you wish to simply make inquiries, that's an option. If you have the word early written down, which we don't, so we can either, oh my god, this is so confusing, right? We can either warn her of some Mencius dude, we can make inquiries, or because we haven't got the word early written down, there's a page to turn to. So there's 3 options we have basically. Jesus, let me just read this out as it's written, because it doesn't make sense. If you apply to an audience with Asia Albadur to warn her about the menace of Mencius, mark a cross on your adventure sheet, then turn to da-da-da-da. If you have the word bath on your adventure sheet, or 2, and then the page number, if you haven't. What? If you simply wish to make inquiries, there's another page, and if you have the word early written down, or 2, the page number, if you haven't. What? What do you want to do, guys? Warn her? Okay. Warn her about the menace, and we get to put a cross. Mark a cross. We got 2 crosses now, guys. Mark a cross, and then we're going to this page. Do you know what? I don't think I would have had the brain power last week to actually get this section in the book. I would have folded mentally, man. I would have broken down or something. Do you know what? At the end of this stream, I might also contact the customer service of Amazon whilst on the stream and talk what they actually are like and go through, because it is mental, you know. Anyway, before you can move, you are seized and dragged along an ornate corridor which gives onto a courtyard with a particularly beautiful ornamental pool and fountain. A wooden block stands in the middle of the courtyard, and you struggle even harder when you recognize the meaning of the reddish-brown stains. Reddish-brown? We shit blood or something. And the nick marks on it. But it is all in vain. In your weakened state, you are no match for the bulky courtiers. You are unceremoniously pushed down onto the block, and an ugly man wielding a large curved sword approaches. The rest is darkness. Your adventure ends here. We just had our head chopped off, guys. Rip. Game over. What the fuck was that? We were going to warn her, and they grabbed us and they chopped her head off. Like, I'm telling you, that's not the way to treat visitors who are trying to, warn you about something. Off with his head. Like, she needs to work on her, social skills, I feel. And honestly, if I'd have held out for 5 more minutes last week, that would have been that. So, right. That is mental. Absolutely mental. So, I'll just quickly talk to you about something. So next, in 2 weeks' time, it's Revenge of the Vampire. Okay? I will create the stream as soon as this stream finishes and put it in the Discord so you guys can go and like it. We're far from actually going anywhere, guys. We've probably got another 10 minutes, guys, chatting, depending on what you want me to do. So I want to quickly, I figured we get jailed at the worst. I honestly thought she'd listen to us and go, yeah, what's going on? I didn't think we'd get nuked just by trying to warn somebody. Like, the fuck? But yeah, I would have a little chat. So I'm watching a documentary at the moment, right, which is really interesting, right? I don't know how you guys are going to take this, but it's all about O.J. Simpson, right? There was one that came out on Netflix this year. So, and it's, I watched that, and it's very biased, leaning one way. I mean, Netflix documentaries, I've discovered, are pure horseshit. They go for entertainment more than factual. So things get sort of, biasedly, told, in a certain way. And it's not really good sort of journalism or news reporting, or if you want to know the facts, Netflix ain't going to tell you. They're going to tell you their version of the facts. That's what I've discovered. So, and that one is very biased, but it's really interesting to still watch. It's I think it was like a 4-parter or something. I can't remember anyway. But that kind of left me with a sour taste in my mouth, because you realize how biased it is, and you go, well, actually, I want to know the truth, to be honest. So, but the one thing that documentary showed me is how nasty the LAPD are back in the 90s. How racist, or rather how undisciplined they were towards certain members of the public, of a certain kind of ethnic origin, like Rodney King and all that. And there was one police officer who basically destroyed the case against OJ because he was caught on tape slurring racial slurs, and they were like, and you collected all the evidence, mate, and you hate a certain demographic, with a passion. And it actually revealed and proved that they planted evidence to frame OJ, to you're going down for murder, mate. And so they planted loads of evidence, and wow. And basically this one police officer and probably the police who were investigating it completely bodged the whole investigation because of the contamination of evidence that they messed with, and And it like wasn't like, oh, we didn't know what we were doing. You know, it was all like intentionally. So obviously that none of that got used, and you know, OJ, spoilers if you don't know, didn't actually, you know, get done for that crime that happened. You know, a murder of 2 people. He got off. You know, and I didn't know that he actually passed away last year, like in Vegas. Another spoiler if you haven't seen the documentary, but like, but it got me really interested in knowing more. I have seen a fictional, well, not fictional, but a dramatization with, you know, David Schwimmer in it, and Cuba Gooding Jr. I think it was called The People Versus, I think, or America Versus. I can't remember. It was, you know, dramatization of the events. It was pretty cool. I watched that, I think, like years ago. But anyway, I noticed that there was another documentary series on Disney Plus that was all about OJ coming from the ESPN network. Like, but it was all more aimed at him as a person. I haven't finished watching it yet, but it's much, much better. It's less biased, you know, and all this. It starts at his like early years, football, goes into incredible detail, but really shows you what kind of person he was, you know, prior to what happened that night, which my personal opinion is nobody will ever know the truth of what happened that night. The evidence was tampered with and soiled that much that it will never tell us what actually happened, you know? And so nobody can actually say, yeah, he did it, or yeah, he didn't do it, because of what the police did that night and completely screwed it, you know? It's like a mystery, basically, I feel. But obviously, yeah, really interesting subject. It's like, but I was totally unaware that the police had messed with all the evidence and planted evidence and tried to basically frame him. Like, I didn't realize I lived in America in the 80s, you know, in Texas, and I did not see as much racism as I saw documented on both of these documentaries of how much was going on in California in the 80s. Like, and Texas, man, that's like even supposed to be a very worst, you know, state for that kind of thing. But in all honesty, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have to look at my school photos, because I don't even remember ever seeing anyone of that color anyway, to be honest. Maybe that says a lot more, but is my school photo in here? I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, there must have been, to be honest. I can't. Here we go. Here's the football team. So 2 football teams that I was in. They're sticky together. Here's 2 football teams that I was in. RIP. They're all white. You know, I'm probably the darkest one on there. Like, yeah, that's interesting. Wow. Jesus. 1986 and 1987. There's a Mexican lad there. But then Texas, you know, on the border, isn't it? I do have a school photo as well, and I know that there was a lad who was, I don't think I've got it here because it was a bigger picture. It was like a A4 size, so I don't think I've got it here. That one must be at my mum's or something. I'll have to try and bring that back. But yeah, anyway, don't matter. I was just shocked at the level of the police's unruly behavior and what seemed like they were just going after anybody of a certain color, you know? Like, one woman got her house raided because they thought like drugs were there. I think they did find like a small amount of pot, which is now legal in that state. But they completely destroyed her house inside, searching for the drugs. But literally, it was like the show Funhouse. They completely destroyed every room. And it's like they created more mess than actually, you know, and it's like they just had this massive, we can do anything we want to anyone we want kind of attitude. instilled in by the higher ups. And I'm just thinking, man, like that almost vendetta against certain people. Is anybody actually sure that he actually did anything and that he wasn't literally framed? Like, what if the police bloody killed them two people, you know, and tried to frame it on him? I don't know. Anyway, I just thought that's what I'm watching at the moment. Thought I'd share it. It's just an interesting thing, and I actually am quite enjoying seeing him in his heyday and the juice and him running and all this, because I, again, lived in America. I never heard of him until I saw the Naked Gun films, and I thought, I know he's a sports person, but I did not know to the extent. I mean, he was basically like at the level of, what's that runner, that fast runner dude with the golden shoes? I forgot his name now, but he's kind of like at that level of notoriety, you know. Everybody loved him. We've still got problems with cops all over the country, even the feds, not all of them. Honestly, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the level of, you know, like when I'm talking to people, when I look at people, like, I'm not like looking at a color of a skin, you know. I'm not talking to people because they're of a certain ethnic, you know. I'm talking to their soul inside, their personality, who they are on the inside. That's who I'm talking to. Like, I don't see any type of color or, you know, gender or, you know, anything. It's like everybody's the same, effectively, I feel, in my point of view, my personal experience. Like, everyone's the same, and I'm talking to their inner soul. I'm not talking to their ethnic backgrounds, you know. So, Usain Bolt, that's it, yes, Usain Bolt. He's kind of like the Usain Bolt of his time, basically. But yeah, ESPN has great documentaries. How, Jeff, I don't watch ESPN documentaries, but are they like known for being like a biased, or are they really good at sort of giving you both sides of a story? Because that's really the only way you find out anything, is if you give both sides fairly of a story, or, you know, do they just, they're aiming for an outcome type of thing? I think they are just factual. Yeah, that's the kind I like watching then. Just give me the facts, whatever they may be, and don't try and tell me a story of, like, manipulate the story or anything. Yeah. Right. What time are we on? It's only 11 o'clock. It's early days. I was going to contact Amazon on the old chat and say, yo, where's me package, man? It hasn't even been set out for delivery yet, but 11 o'clock, it's a bit early. But I feel like I want to do this and do this while you guys are here, because and tell you what they're saying to me, because it's mental. I think gone are the days of actually speaking to people on the phone, you know. It's all, you know, AI customer service and chat through a that seems to be stuck. There we go. So I've got a chat window here, and it says here, hi, you're in the right place for customer service support. It's AI chat, you know. You can tell us what you need in your own words. How can we help you today? Shall I write some text from Creature of Havoc? They're my words. You know, see if they know what I'm on about. Hang on. Delivery of an item. Right. Actually, I should have put just contact humans. Yeah, I need to put contact a human. Whoa, what was that? I heard a big bop then. I need to get the order number up. Right, here we go. I'm gonna do this, guys, while you are here, because I really do want you to know what is going on here. So we'd like to help you do this. Can you let us know which item you need help with? Yeah, Life of a Showgirl vinyl, please. I want it. Thank you for contacting us. It sounds like you have an issue with the delivery of an item. Actually, mate, sounds like you have the issue delivering it. Could you provide some more details about what exactly is wrong with the delivery? Yeah, it ain't showed up. Hasn't been sent out for delivery yet. Hang on, let me bring the keyboard to me instead of me leaning over like I'm on all fours. Hang on, let me put this on the other screen so you guys can see a bit better. Let me position. Can I just put my keyboard on my lap? Okay, so that's going to get caught. Let go. Right. So I can sit here now. That's it, done. So, yeah, it hasn't been sent out for delivery yet when it was due last Friday. That's the truth. Only the facts here, guys. Only the facts. So they've come back with, if there wasn't a secure location to leave the package or the delivery needed someone to receive it, but no one was available, Amazon will notify you through the email address on file. You can select the date for redelivery. I mean, this is just now because they could have accessed, they could have delivered it. So please put me in touch with human assistance. I'm sick. I'm already done with the AI bots now. Like, that's it. We're finished with that. I want to verify that you're contacting us because the delivery of your Showgirl perfume vinyl has not been sent out yet. Got it. Okay, so I said, please put me in touch with human assistance, and they came back with, got it. I'm very sorry. I'll connect you to someone who can help you. Good, thank you. So, sorry for the inconvenience, but there's a bit of a wait to get help through chat or phone. You can send a message and check back later. I'll wait, mates. I'll wait to chat. I feel like you guys should see this. Hang on. Can I do this? Let me do this. Let me get rid of that. If I do this, I'm not going to really be able to see the chat. But let me share. Here we go. Jitesh has joined the chat. Right, here you go, guys. You guys can see what I'm typing now. How's that? Hi, AJ. I am Jitesh from the Shipping and Delivery Department. Thank you for contacting Amazon. Hope you're doing well today. How may I assist you? Package is due for delivery last Friday. Driver came out, didn't deliver it, and now didn't deliver it. I was told the next day, which was yesterday. Now I've been told, hang on, which was yesterday, never arrived. Now it seems it will be delayed until, what am I doing? Until further notice. Will it be sent out for, I don't know why I'm saying this, you guys can clearly see what I'm typing. Like, for today. There we go. Package due for delivery last Friday. Driver came out, didn't deliver it. I was told the next day, which was yesterday. Never arrived. Now it seems it'll be delayed until further notice. Will it be sent out for delivery today? First, please accept my sincere apologies for any inconvenience this has caused you. Yeah. How about you just deliver it, mate? I understand you're waiting for the item and you haven't received the item. I also understand your concern regarding the delivery and urgency. Yeah, I'm desperate, mate. I'm desperate to listen to it. Please allow me to check the details. Jeff's got to go pick up his wife. No worries, mate. Take care. I'll catch the rest of the show. Yeah, the rest of the shit show. Let me, I feel like you guys can't see. Hang on. Let me, camera. Put the camera, where is it? Camera. Ah, rip. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Where's it going? Sitting in the alerts. Okay, I'll just move my camera up then for now. Just so you guys can see what's going on. Ah, that didn't work because it's too big. That's what she said. Never mind. So he's reading he's reading it. I think it actually does keep all the conversation as well before. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Yeah, so we're all good for in 2 weeks' time. So we will be doing Revenge of the Vampire in 2 weeks. Because it's the week after I go away, so. Imagine if he typed in there, are you streaming this on YouTube, mate? Like, you caught me. You caught me, mate. So, he's gone here. Thank you for your patience. Upon checking, I see the delivery attempt marked on the 3rd. It was also found that the item has experienced a slight delay at delivery station due to some missorting issues. In this case, if the delay is over, you can expect the package today. We will do our best. Okay, so... I'm really sorry the inconvenience caused to you. I understand how frustrating it would be. Yeah, damn straight, mate. As a token of apology, I've added a £5 Amazon gift card to your account. They've already added 10 quid to my account. So now I've got £15 from Amazon and still no vinyl. Thank you for the £5 gift card. Without the fannying about, mate. Let me clear it for you. What? Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Frustrating. Upon checking the details, the item has been marked as ready for departure on the 4th at 7:11 p.m. Well, that was yesterday, mate. After that, it was found that the item has experienced a slight delay at the delivery station due to some missorting issues. You keep repeating that. No need to worry. You can expect delivery today, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that you're not satisfied with the service from the driver. In this case, I can file a formal complaint against the driver who made hard for you. If you don't mind, in order for us to investigate the case properly, we will have to share the incident information you provided with the company contracted for delivery, who's probably the Chuckle Brothers, who may share it with their driver. Do I have... I mean, do I have consent to sort this out? Obviously, mate. I completely understand your concern and situation. Or do you? Because if you did, I think you'd be a bit more, right, we'll get this sorted for you. You know? I can personally relate to you because I know how important it is to receive your parcel on time, especially if the item is very important and it's intended for a purpose. Yeah, I'm going to smear Vaseline all over it and rub it all over my body. Thank you for your consent. Please allow me a moment. I'm filing the complaint. I mean, I don't get it. On the account for the tracking, it just says sent back to the local depot. Well, it's sitting in a warehouse not too far from where I live. Just send it out. Just give it to a driver and say, mate, can you run this over to Adam because he's desperate to hear the latest Swiftie release? Like, I reckon either somebody stole it or they oversold their stock and they haven't got any and they're waiting on more. Like, I reckon it's honestly... It was supposed to be same-day delivery. As I mentioned before, it was found that the item has experienced a slight delay at the delivery station due to missorting issues. Yeah, I think that's definitely... And I'm filing the complaint. Please allow me a moment. In this case, if the delay is over, you can expect the package today. Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't tell me there was a delay. You know what I mean? Like yesterday it said, you know, before. It just stinks of bullshit all over. Absolute. Sorry, we got problems at the sorting office for, you know, missorting issues. Yeah, but you sent me a package yesterday. So, what? It's selective sorting issues. Like we have sorting issues on that type of package, but not this type of package. You know. Man, it sounds like theft to me, man. Sounds like one of the drivers likes Taylor Swift. Anyway, I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do this, so I'm going to continue doing this, and I'll catch everybody 2 weeks time. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for not I have successfully filed the formal complaint against the driver with our local delivery team who coordinates the deliveries in your area. The team will investigate and take necessary action to minimize the chances Let me clear it for you. Let me clear it for you. Oh, Jeff's back. How's it going, mate? Honestly. Getting given the run around here, mate. So, it looks like there is a local delivery team who coordinates all the deliveries in my area. Yesterday, they did deliver a parcel, you know, mushroom powder, but not the vinyl. Like, if this guy's telling me they're having missorting issues, but, well, clearly not if they did deliver something yesterday to me. You know, it seems just like this one package has gone, which makes me think that they've either sold too many that they have stock in, or somebody's robbed it. Once the delay is over. If you prefer not to wait, can I check for refund option? Yeah. So yeah, I want the vinyl, and for all this hassle, I want the I want the vinyl. What's more frustrating, Amazon or Mage Hunter? Mate, I don't know, man. I think Mage Hunter's a breeze after dealing with this. Oh, it depends on the carrier and delivery station. Why? You just said a local team coordinates deliveries in my area. Why do I keep typing that? If I relate to myself, what? I can completely understand how frustrating and annoying the situation can be when something like this happens, but believe us, it was never our intention. Yeah, Hitler probably said that as well, mate. You know, OJ fucking said that. You know what I mean? It was never my intention. I mean, you know, she just opened the door and she had a knife in her hand. You just said a local delivery team will coordinate deliveries in my area. So if they can deliver one package but not another, then how is it a delay to delivery issue? I mean, I don't know how many more times I can tell this cat. I keep saying I want the vinyl and I want my money back now, because same day delivery isn't 3 days later, mate. And then you keep telling me it's coming and you just don't deliver it. Like, the dude on Friday evidently was outside where I live. And just because he didn't read the notes on the account, he went, fuck this, I'm going back to the depot. Like, I ain't delivering this shit. I'm having this for myself. You know what I mean? I can understand your concern. Well, if you could understand it, you'd be a bit more sharpish with what you're telling me, instead of you keep going with these answers like, well, if you don't want to wait, well, you want a refund option? Well, I've told you 3 times, yeah. I kind of feel like this dude's an AI bot. You know what I mean? What's his name? Kasim or something. Forgot his name now. Jithesh. I think I've pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I haven't. Unfortunately, the system's not showing any option for that. Here we go. Then why offer a refund? Oh, that's it. I didn't mean to put that in capitals. Unfortunately, if there are options, I would have done that for you. Honestly, so they've offered another refund and now they're taking it back. If you prefer not to wait. Like, do you know what? I think I'm just gonna end it. I'm just gonna end it. Like, oh my life. I'm not getting an option for that. Oh God, my keyboard's going mental. I hope you understand my limitations. Yeah. Cancel the money. Hey, what? Cancel the money. Oh, that was meant to say vinyl. Let me check that for you. How long do you reckon? Does he have an option to fuck off? Oh, yeah. I know if you understand my limitations, I'm not a real human being. I'm only an AI. AI lives matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm cracking open an Oreo cookie, I am. Guys, never order any music from Amazon. Muppets. Honestly, I feel like the Muppets probably would do that service better. I'm probably saying this, and the driver's probably right outside where I live right now, listening to this. The world is going to shit with AI. Yeah. It's all virtual. Let me check that for you. Please allow me a moment. Hang on. Not all AI. There are some good stuff in medical research. Right. We're a few years away from Judgment Day, I'm telling you. The Terminator's taking over. Everybody start building your shelters now. You know? I'm facing an issue. Uh-oh. Yeah, they've left now. This is Bubba. Fuck off, Bubba. Hiya, Bubba. Just to let you know, this call is being recorded for training purposes. I'm at that state now. I just don't really care. As you've not received it, I can help you with a refund. Maybe. Would you like the refund to go back to your original payment method? It takes 5 to 7 days to reflect to your bank. Maybe what? Sorry? No, I can't say that. First of all, sir, I'm kindly asking a simple question, as I'm here to help you. So, be able to issue the refund. I had asked to ask you this question. So if you don't mind, be patient with me. I meant to say joke, not joker. I mean, do you know what? I could just literally click cancel this delivery and all that would happen. Like, I don't know why they've got to mess about so much, you know? I am, and that is why I'm trying to help you here to issue you the refund. But you'd need to please keep it professional, as I am not a joker. Refund takes 5 to 7 days to reflect to your bank account. Yeah, do you know what? I'm done. Bye. I'm finished with this bullshit. I bet you I'm just gonna end this chat. Fuck off. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go because I feel like I'm wasting my life here. The item says it's on the way, but running late. Goodbye. No, you did not solve your problem. Overall, I'm just gonna put 1 for everything, and Amazon is shit. Thanks, we've received your feedback. There you go. Anyway, that's what I've been dealing with the past 3 days. Just wanted to share that. Anyway, I feel like it's been a good enough stream now. Like, you know, not much of the Mage Hunter action, but hopefully it's been entertaining for everybody. I don't know. Jidef fucked off. Yeah. It's like they just give up. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time with Revenge of the Vampire. And in the next few days, I will be going live with my October vlog anyway. So I'll hopefully see you guys soon anyway, guys. But don't forget, I mean, actually, no, I'm just going to go. I need the toilet, so I'm just going to go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, for your patience, for your understanding, your consideration, and we will get it to you today. I promise. You know, guys, take care, man. I'll see you. It's just gonna go.